My time has come.
In most fantasy stories, giants are seen as these bumbling musclehead idiots that the small hero must overcome. Or people's favorite search tag on that one website. In One Piece, however, these fee-fi-fo-fum looking mofos are treated with a bit more respect. Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of each arc in One Piece. We are now at the halfway point of the Alabasta saga. So grab your gardening tools, study up on your paleontology, and make sure you got plenty of wax, if you're into that sort of thing, as we stomp into Little Garden, the battle of a century. Little Garden is 8 episodes and 15 chapters. The Straw Hats are dicking around, business as usual, and then Vivi starts talking mad trash about Luffy, saying she has a hard time believing he's worth 30 million berries. Our hype girl Nami recounts all the previous bad guys they've beaten on their journey.
Oh yeah, Axe Hand Morgan. The Axe Hand Morgan? I've heard of him before.
Bullshit! Out of all the people Luffy has fought, you're surprised by Axe Hand Morgan? X to doubt, my guy.
Luffy then reminisces about Coby, and we actually check in on the pink lad. Coby and Helmeppo are now cabin boys in the Marines, the lowest rank. Coby's having a great time, but Helmeppo longs for the days when he was living in luxury. After Coby and Helmeppo commit their daily dose of terrorism, the Marine base is told that they will be transporting ex-Marine Captain Axe Hand Morgan over to Marine HQ to be court-martialed. Despite the fact that Axe Hand Morgan was a giant sack of shit, Helmeppo still cares about his dad. Aww. They meet up with Vice Admiral Garp, a totally not important character, who will take Axe Hand Morgan the rest of the way to HQ.
Oh, I've been trying to set a record for the most donuts eaten in a single sitting.
Challenge accepted.
Axe Hand Morgan very easily takes down Garp. Wow, this guy sucks. Probably a filler character. And makes Helmeppo his hostage so he can escape.
Oh, hey, Dad. I wanted to give you this gift because I love you.
What do I need with a son? I don't care about his life. I'll cut him into 1,000 pieces if I have to.
Yeah, it's a stupid gift. I'm sorry. You're probably busy. I'm just gonna go play Pokemon and jerk off.
Axe Hand Morgan escapes with Helmeppo, but Coby goes to save him.
Why isn't he using his axe? He's literally called Axe Hand Morgan.
Eventually, Morgan gets rid of Coby and Helmeppo, then gets away. Coby and Helmeppo's captain says that they'll be kicked out of the Marines, but Garp, oh shit, he's alive? Says that he'll take them to Marine HQ for a third chance. Coby and Helmeppo arrive at HQ and see all the sweaty Marine hunks training hard, but they're still stuck on cleaning duty. Really living the dream there, guys. At first, Helmeppo says he wants to quit, but then decides that he'll rise up through the ranks so he can go back to his old life of luxury.
Not the most noble of goals, but he's got the spirit.
Coby and Helmeppo then train during the night every day.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours.
Garp catches wind of this and decides to train the boys himself, or murder them, whichever comes first. The end. Just like with Buggy's adventure, this was a cover story in the manga that took place in between Arlong Park and Whiskey Peak.
Alright, well, cool. That was all for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh shit, we haven't even started Little Garden yet.
After the Straw Hats finish playing the new Echo the Dolphin game, they arrive at Little Garden.
What's little about it?
A jungle island with gigantic birds and tigers. Nami and Usopp are freaking out, but Luffy and Vivi are excited to go explore. Sanji and Zoro have an unnecessary dick measuring contest to see who can find the biggest game to compensate for their no-no squares. While exploring the island, Luffy and Vivi come across several things like dinosaurs?
Guys, this is insane! Dinosaurs are alive! We gotta tell the world about this! Son of a bitch.
Meanwhile, not too far from the island, we meet the next Baroque Works agent, Mr.3, and his assistant, Miss Goldenweek, who are chilling at some beach resort. Mr.3 is informed about Mr. 5's defeat and heads to Little Garden to start his plans. While Nami and Usopp are at the ship, they are greeted by a strange, shadowy figure. The shadowy figure is the friendly giant warrior Broggy from the island of Elbaf. Psst, hey, did you know that Elbaf spelled backwards is fable? Shit blew my mind like Ekans and Muck. Broggy asks them if they have any booze, but Nami and Usopp can't hear over the sound of their dead heartbeats. Wait a minute, I feel like I've heard that sound before. Broggy takes Usopp and Nami to his camp, but they try to escape as they think he's gonna eat them.
Yummy, yummy.
After some mishaps, Nami, Usopp, and Broggy clear the air and eat some grub. On the other side of the island, Luffy and Vivi come across another giant warrior named Dory. Dory tells them that he can't go back to Elbaf until he's settled his century-long dispute with Broggy, as that's the Elbafian code, to fight it out 1v1 with honor so one may receive the goddess's blessing. The giants in One Piece are loosely tied to Greek mythology. A volcano then erupts, which Dory and Broggy use to signal the start of their duel.
What could have happened to make you this mad?
Dory said that NFTs were a good investment.
For 100 years, these two giants have fought each other, eventually forgetting the whole reason for their dispute in the first place. All that matters to them is the honor of battle, which infatuates Luffy and Usopp so much that Usopp decides that he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, just like the giants. The giants land in a draw. 73,466 duels and 73,466 draws. Damn, those are some shitty stats. Definitely not putting them on my fantasy football team. Sometime later, Mr.3 and Miss Golden Week make it to Little Garden and meet up with Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine. Mr.3 tells them that he has a plan to take down the two giants and collect their combined bounty of 200 million berries. After the bout, the giants and respective fan club return to base. Dory drinks some booze that Broggy got from the Straw Hats. Unbeknownst to everyone, the liquor explodes in Dory's stomach, causing him extreme pain. Everyone is confused, but Dory thinks it's the Straw Hats, as they're the only other people he's seen on the island, and he goes to attack Luffy. Going by boxing rules, I think Luffy might be a bit outmatched. Luffy knocks down Dory and wants to know who was responsible for tampering with the drinks. Of course, it was Mr. 3! What a fucking surprise. Mr. 3 planned to injure one of the giants, so that when they battle again, one of them will go down, so they can subdue the other more easily. Also, Mr. 3 is aware that the Straw Hats are on the island and has a plan for them too. The volcano erupts again, and Broggy is ready to fight. Chip, chip, cheerio, as always. Meanwhile, Dory is looking like he's had the worst hangover of his life, but goes to fight anyways as part of his honor. Luffy tries to stop Dory, but then Dory uses Rock Tomb on Luffy to keep him from interfering by lowering his speed stat.
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately.
Meanwhile, in the forest, Zoro encounters Nami, who's looking very stiff lately. Probably just the animators being lazy again. Speaking of Nami, she encounters Luffy? Wait, wasn't he trapped under a rock?
Maybe some crack before One Piece wasn't the best idea.
Usopp goes Mach speed around the island looking for Nami and runs into Luffy and Vivi. Vivi tells Usopp about what happened to Dory. Speaking of Dory, him and Broggy continue to fight. Then an unknown wax causes Dory to slip and Broggy finishes him off. This was caused by Mr. 3, who ate the wax fruit. He can create wax and make a bunch of shapes like when Nami and Zoro encountered their friends in the forest. After 100 years, 73,467 duels, 73,466 draws, the winner is finally Broggy. Completely unaware of the situation, he feels both relief and sadness that he finally won. Before Broggy can revel in the glory, Mr. 3 immediately shows up and traps Broggy in a wax prison and tells him the truth about his battle with Dory. Also, Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine show up in front of the Straw Hats after taking care of Kadu, realizing they can't make fried chicken with a duck. Vivi and Usopp try to fight them, but it's Vivi and Usopp, so you should know what to expect.
10,000 kilograms? Press!
Now, for those unaware, 20,000 kilograms is 44,000 pounds. I want to be stepped on too, but not that hard.
After knocking out Luffy and Usopp, Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine take Vivi over to Mr. 3, who's auditioning for the new cake boss with his candle service set. They put Zoro, Vivi, and Nami on the giant candle, unable to move or break it, and it starts to spin. The spinning releases a bunch of wax residue into the air that gets into their lungs and changes them into wax statues from the inside and out, effectively killing them. Thankfully, Mr. 3 forgot that Broggy put all his stat boosts into strength and breaks free, but Mr. 3 just puts Broggy back into another candle prison, this time adding a little zing to it.
Now that's the sound of art and creativity.
After some time passes and Zoro's meds wear off, he comes up with a crazy idea to cut off his legs so he can fight. Ah yes, the crippled swordsman. Before Zoro inevitably dies for nothing, Luffy, Usopp, and Kadu bolt into action, ready to free everyone and defeat Mr. 3. Luffy and Mr. 3 begin to fight. Mr. 3 traps Luffy's legs, but Luffy uses the shackles to break the wax pillar, stopping it from spinning. The situation is now actually worse. The top continues to spin, and now that it's closer to Nami, Zoro, and Vivi, they will become wax figures much sooner. Or in anime terms, 5 episodes instead of 10 episodes. Mr. 3 and Luffy go another round, but this time, Luffy beats Mr. 3. He then goes to save everybody.
Not now. I just don't feel like saving you.
Holy shit, guys. Luffy, the main character, is actually the main villain. Oda, you fucking genius. M. Night Shyamalan wishes he was this good.
You guys remember Miss Golden Week? Well, she has the power to change people's emotions based on the color of paint she uses. In this case, Betrayal Black, which makes you want to betray your friends.
TLDR, stay away from anybody wearing all black.
Fear not, for Nami uses reverse psychology to make Luffy step away from the spot and return him to normal. Luffy tries to save them again, but Miss Golden Week keeps using her colors trap. Laughter Yellow, which just makes you laugh non-stop. Bullfight Red, which forces you to attack the red spot. To finish the job, she mixes Laughter Yellow with Sadness Blue to make what, kids? That's right, Tranquil Green, which forces Luffy to be peaceful and not want to do anything. Usopp gets away from Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine, and he finds Luffy just vibing while his friends slowly die.
Why are you just drinking tea?
I'm sorry, Usopp. I mean, I was just a little thirsty. I don't like tea that much either, but I didn't realize it was that big of a deal.
Usopp burns off Luffy's shirt, which gets rid of the Tranquil Green effect. Mr. 3 comes back, encased in wax armor. Oh no, if only there was a weak spot Luffy could exploit. Now they'll never win. While Luffy and Mr. 3 are fighting for the third goddamn time, Usopp is living my dream, and Kadu wraps a rope around the giant candle. Luffy uses Mr. 3's flaming head to light the rope and burn down the candle to free everyone. Miss Valentine goes to kill Usopp, but Nami and Vivi take her down in the nick of time. Then, Zoro takes down Mr. 5. Luffy chases Mr. 3, who just got done watching a bunch of Naruto, and places a bunch of wax clones to trick Luffy into guessing which is the real one. Luffy takes down Mr. 3, all thanks to the ultimate strategy.
Instinct.
That's literally the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Also, I just realized, where the hell is Sanji?
Here he is. While Sanji's out looking for everyone, he comes across Mr. 3's hideout and heads inside. The greatest invention of mankind, called a transponder snail, rings. And when Sanji picks up the phone, it's none other than Mr. Zero, the boss of Baroque Works. Sanji pretends to be Mr. 3, saying he's killed the Straw Hats. Mr. Zero seems a bit suspicious, but tells him to head over to Alabasta immediately to hear the next step of their plan to conquer the kingdom. After the conversation, the unlucky spot Sanji and try to kill him, but Sanji takes them out quickly. Back over to the rest of the gang, Broggy mourns the death of his rival Dory, who wakes up perfectly fine. Dory said that he lived thanks to their weapons being extremely dull after 100 years of fighting. The Straw Hats celebrate their victory, and Nami gets a totally normal, not plot relevant at all bug bite. Sanji shows up and tells everyone that he spoke with Mr. Zero and got an eternal pose to Alabasta. In One Piece, log poses just take you to the next island nearby, but an eternal pose has the coordinates to a specific island, in this case, Alabasta. While the Straw Hats get ready to set sail, Dory and Broggy prepare to defeat a giant creature that's waiting for our pirates at sea. Dory and Broggy meet them at the exit of the island and tell them that no matter what happens, keep going straight. The gang keeps going straight and encounters a giant goldfish known as an island eater. They keep going straight inside the belly of the beast, and then Dory and Broggy kill it with an attack that destroys their weapons, and with the Straw Hats free, they wish them luck on their adventures. Before the arc ends, we learn a bit more about Dory and Broggy's past as the giant warrior pirates. One day, the giants celebrate the fact Dory and Broggy caught 2 giant sea kings and marvel on how strong their captains are. But then this bitch ruins it by asking which one is bigger. Dory and Broggy get into an argument over it and proceed to duke it out to settle their debate. This was the reason for their century-long duel. Even though they still don't remember the reason, once the volcano erupts, they continue their duel like always as proud warriors of Elbaf. To be continued.
And that's the end of the Little Garden arc. For me personally, Dory and Broggy were the sole reason I enjoyed this arc as much as I did. We get introduced to a new race, and just their characters and overall history were a lot of fun to explore. For next time, make sure you have plenty of warm clothes as we head into Drum Island. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole YouTube shebang, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!